friends, and welcome to Turtle Queen Gaming, and welcome back to Magical Diary. Okay, so after looking into some things, I wasn't real interested in any of the romantic path options, except there was one that I think that I'd really like to see, and that was Professor Grabiner. And he actually is available, and I think that's hilarious. So we're going to see what's, how that even happens, for one. I'm going to pretty much do the same. The only thing I figured out was how to start his path, and that was by running for treasure when it comes up. Then I'm going to not go to orientation so that I don't have to deal with anything on Damien's path, and so I will come back when we're ready to start Grabiner's path. Okay, yeah, I said I wasn't going to participate in orientation, so I'm gonna get up by myself. I don't need help. I climbed to my feet and brushed off my knees. So what should we... I said take my hand. What? Get down on the ground, freshman! He raises his hand angrily, and my knees buckle almost on instinct. There's a good girl. You've got to understand, Kayla, there are rules to this game, and you have to follow them, and so do I. I don't want to get you in trouble, just do what I say, alright? No. No. What did you say? I'm not playing along. I stand up again, fold my arms over my chest, and glare at him. This isn't funny. This is hazing. This is an initiation ceremony! I won't do it! It's wrong! William said if someone asks you to do something that's wrong, get a teacher. This whole thing is wrong, so I'm leaving. I stomp through the hallways until I find... Kayla, is something wrong? I am not taking part in freshman initiation. Did someone harm you? Not really, it's just the whole idea. I see. Well then, you won't take part. It's that simple. Of course, you always have the right to say no, and I'm proud to see a young student standing up for her beliefs. Of course, the other children will not all agree with your choice. Some people who might have been your friends will now avoid you. Okay, so I got weird. Every choice has its cost. Maybe so, but maybe some other people will have seen me stand up for myself and be inspired to do the same. You'd best get on with your classes now, dear. Right. What classes should I take this week? Oh! On that note, I also saw a thing that said that the only real, major way to pass the first exam is if you have over 30 blue magic. So I'm going to show you something. Because I'm going to attempt to get up to 30 blue magic when, whoops. when first exam comes around. So, I'm going to save. Save. Taking blue magic. Then you take it. And 3 is the max that you can get. Well, I guess I didn't need to show you that time. But whatever. When my roommates return from their classes, neither one of them wants to look me in the eye. What? Is something on my face? Other than your nose? I can't believe you just walked out like that. Well, I did. So what? William worked hard to organize this week, you know? So what? I wasn't going to let Damien treat me like that. What? Your senior was Damien? Huh? Right, Damien, the blue guy. Ha! Okay, I completely forgive you for messing up William's thing. Why is that? Because Damien's a horrible evil demon and he deserves to be humiliated. Oh god. He'll probably never speak to you again, and good riddance. Too bad you have to miss out on the rest of initiation just because of that jerk, though. If you say so. My senior is Balthanar Brundrick. He likes plants. He really likes plants. Okay. That's nice. Anyway, we may be busy a lot this week, but since you won't be, you'll have plenty of time to get ahead in classes. Maybe. That's a good idea. Well, obviously I'm just doing... Okay, so basically, there we go. Basically the point is that before you take class, you save, then you reload, and because it's pretty much randomly assigned how well you do in class, you reload, and it's supposed to... well, supposed to redo the randomness, but apparently all I can ever get in this class is 1. Or fail. There. And so that's the way you're ensured to max out whatever you're studying. This helps you progress really fast in a short amount of time. Of course, your stress goes up like crazy, so every now and then you just take a break and sleep a day. But it's worth it, I would think, for... Of course, they do have a mechanic. Let me just save again. They do have a mechanic, right here, where you can pretty much enter cheat codes. But I'm not gonna do that, because, So, there's that. I'm going to attempt to kind of focus on all of it, but I want my blue magic up by 30, and I will show you what happens then. Oh, apparently you're all by yourself when initiation's over. Hello? Is anybody there? It seems like the campus is half empty this afternoon. All the seniors are gone, all the freshmen are gone, all except for me. I don't even know what I'm missing, or something horrible happening, or is something horrible happening that I should have tried to stop, or are they all having fun without me? Oh well, at least I have the room to myself. Since there's nobody around to bother me, I can read out I can be as loud and as silly as I want and not have to worry about being interrupted. That makes studying much less stressful. Oh, so I got smart without increasing my stress. That's lucky. Alright. Phew, okay, so I had one class to get over 30. So, but at least I had that one class which would have put me over 30 unless I failed. But there was not a lot between that time. So let's see what happens. Use magic. Blue. Blue magic changes things and moves things. That's probably how I ended up here. Here goes nothing. I think it's working. What? Ah! Ow. Professor Grabiner appears out of nowhere. Miss Ravenheart, are you alright? I think so. I climbed to my feet and dust myself off. Everything still works. I had not expected you to be capable of a full-body teleport at this stage. I should have given you a better safety instruction. My apologies, Miss Ravenheart. Well, everything's alright, isn't it? Yes, indeed. You have succeeded with distinction. 10 merits to you. Wow! I am now neutral again! Oh. Duh, because I didn't do the Damien thing. Well, I'm neutral again! Which is the only... Oh, okay, so they make it to where you can pretty much run for class as long as you don't mess up and get detention for reals, no matter what. That's kind of cool. In the future exams, the dungeons will be awarded for minutes. Television... Hieronymus? Yeah, Hieronymus! Is everything alright? It's fine. You may go, Miss Ravenheart. The two teachers walk away together, leaving me alone. Huh. I guess I did pretty well. Sting. And you do actually think I did pretty well. I broke the wall, and she teleported out. Alright. To the day where voting and choosing to be class treasurer begins. Huh, turns out I didn't have to wait that long. I need to make up my mind whether or not I'm running for class office. I still don't know exactly what the job involves. Other than working with the teachers, that means spending more time with Professor Grabiner. It can help me get on his good side, or it could give him more opportunities to make my life miserable. First, I'd have to actually win. I'm gonna run for treasurer. Right, I'll go and submit my name to Professor Potsdam and see what happens. So, are you going to do it? I don't think... come on. I'm not the sort of person... Shh. Kayla, are you going to run for treasurer? Yes, I am. Yippee! Now I can tell that spoiled brat to kiss my... Hey! Sorry. I've got to go make plans. She leaves the room. Ellen sits on her bed and brushes back her hair. Such a strange thing to get worked up over. Well, she's very competitive. Yep. Same things. Oh. Do you think her brother will do what she says? Promote someone just because she wants him to? Probably. She's his baby sister, and he looks out for her. He's so sweet. Oh, he is, isn't he? Okay, so she's got a crush on William. I support it fully. You should just tell him. So are you and William working on your plan to take over the class today? Well, we can't today exactly. Why not? He's not here. Cider Festival! Freshmen are allowed. It's a privilege. Skip it. Skip it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna study. I waken Bunny with a sharp rap on the door. Miss Ravenheart, if you please. Stepping outside, I spot Professor Grabiner and clutch protectively at my robes. I'm just out of bed and feeling vulnerable. I was not expecting to be facing him this early in the morning. Good morning, sir. Is there a problem? No? He sighs and hands me a folder bulging with papers. The label on it reads Election Protocol. You will review these documents and meet me after class today to discuss your campaign strategy. Unless you would prefer to forfeit now and save us both the trouble. No, sir. Very well then. Good day to you. How much strategy is involved in this election anyway? I suppose I'll find out this afternoon. First I have to decide on my schedule for this week. What should I do this week? This week I'm going to... I think I'm going to take a bunch of Grabiner classes, which is blue and red, and probably supplement other ones with white magic. Well, yeah, I'll probably mainstream green or red and blue, but back it up with green and white, and we'll just leave black magic for whatever. I arrive in the empty conference room and take a seat, spreading out the folder's worth of papers in front of me. The elections are held on Friday afternoon. Before then, I have to decide on a campaign slogan, do promotions, and write a speech to convince people to vote for me. That's not much time. I'm still not entirely sure what the class treasurer does. Usually that means organizing fundraisers, but I haven't heard about any of those here yet. Anyway, most fundraiser money comes from parents, but since this is a boarding school, our parents aren't here to get money from. Yeah, the weirdest thing is that I've seen is that the schools have stopped door-to-door fundraising for kids. They now have to get, like, anything they sell, it has to be to family. There's no way. You might as well just ask the parents to donate to the school. It's a roundabout way of telling the parents to fund the school. Silly. Maybe that's the point. Maybe as the treasurer I'm supposed to think of some creative ways to get around the problems with raising money for a tiny school that's kind of isolated. Oh, someone's coming. Professor Grabiner enters the room. Would it be too much to hope that you have already made your decisions? Just a minute. It's William, to the rescue! Sorry to burst in, sir. I promised my sister to serve as Kayla's campaign manager. You don't have to stay. I know how much you have to do, and I can talk her through the steps and deliver the requisitions to you later. Is that what you want, Miss Ravenheart? Well, obviously, if we want to go with Grabiner's path. Oh, FYI, William, not available as a romantic path. Weird. Actually, sir, I would prefer to work with you. And why is that? Well, with all due respect, this isn't Virginia's campaign, or William's either. If I'm going to hold a class office, I should do it on my own merits, my own decisions. Interesting. However, a leader is wise to take advantage of the resources made available to her. I am hoping to benefit from your wisdom and experience, sir. He chuckles a bit at that. Well, I suppose I'll be on my way then. He winks at me and makes his exit. Well then, as you should be aware, what I need from you at this point is a decision about the theme elements of your campaign. It is traditional for candidates to adopt a ludicrous nickname and in the hopes of associating positive virtues with themselves in the voters' minds. This slogan and associated imagery will be used to design any marketing materials you requisition. The school will create and reproduce these items for you. Have you decided on such a name? Lady Lampshade Head. A New Hope. What? Just go, yeah. I will call myself the Dragon. A fairly unimaginative option, but certainly an easy one to work with. It has, after all, been done many times before, so it should feel comfortably familiar. I see. The other issue you must decide now is what marketing materials you wish to order. While the school will acquire the items for you, you must bear the cost from your own pocket. They are a waste of resources, of course, but they are traditional. Tradition can be a deciding factor. I do not have... There is no way, absolutely zero way, without cheats, because all I've spent so far, everything I have spent so far, was $2 on pinball. $2, meaning that by this time I would only have $30. Only. No way without cheats could you afford either of these. Either of them. Okay, I order posters. I order paper badges, and that's all I can afford. Very well. The supplies will be delivered to your room in the morning. Good day, Miss Ravenheart. First thing in the morning, the campaign materials arrive. I have a stack of 6 posters, each one saying, "The Dragon for Treasurer, vote for Kayla Ravenheart." We'll need to find some places around campus to tape these up. I have a collection of green paper dragons, each with Kayla Ravenheart for Treasurer on them in gold ink, and straight pens for fastening them to robes. We'll have to find somewhere high traffic to hand these out. Okay, are we ready? I suppose. Go Team Kayla! Ellen, Virginia, and I spend the next hour catching passers-by, introducing me as a candidate and giving them my badges to wear. It is a good way to get my name out there, but it's tiring and boring. Stress increases by 5. When Virginia enters the room, she grabs my arm. Is it true? Is what true? You! And Professor Grabiner! Huh? William said you ditched him because you wanted alone time with the professor and you were practically flirting with him. Now, okay, flirting and kissing ass is not the same thing. I was trying, obviously, at this point, I was trying to get on his good side. That is not what happened. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit. That's not the point. Kayla, have you got a crush on Grabby? Of course not. Of course not. He's a teacher. It's good to be on his good side. I'm not sure if Grabby has a good side. He has, like, an evil side and a boring side. Well, whatever, just as long as you're not losing your mind. On Wednesday morning, campaigning is in full swing. All the candidates, not just in my year, but the upperclassmen too, have taken up positions on the main quad, calling out to everyone who passes and handing them colorful bits of paper. It's... what? A phone call. Shh. Quiet. It's loud and crowded and confusing. Some of the older candidates are spraying magic sparkles over their heads, trying to draw more attention to themselves, which just makes it worse. Angela for president. Kurjan for secretary. Vote for Jacob. Vote for me! Doing my best to make myself heard, but even when I strain my throat, the crowd is mostly drowning me out. How can I get the crowd to notice me? Smile and look pretty, offer hugs to people, jump up and down. Interpretive dance, what the heck? Why not? Free hugs! Free hugs! What? I glomp onto him for a quick hug. Vote for me! Okay. Oh, did I hear someone say free hugs? I detach from Luke and extend my arms to her, then freeze as I remember the wings and worry about hurting them. She doesn't seem to have any such fear, wrapping herself around me so that my cheek ends up against her shoulder and my chin practically resting on her bosom. Tentatively, I put my arms around her waist. It's just a hug, and then I feel her hips move. Vote for me? Perhaps. What the heck? I got cute. Okay. Okay. And molested by Pastel. Whatever. And over her shoulder, I can see others queuing up for free hugs. The things we do for politics. If only more politicians offered free hugs. After activities on Friday, each class has scheduled time to come to the gym, where the officer candidates will make their final speeches for elections. Since we can't vote for the senior elections, there's no reason for them to listen to our third speeches or vice versa. I came earlier to watch the end of the sophomore campaigns, hoping for some inspiration. I have a slightly better idea of the kinds of things to say, but they all have pros and cons. First up are the candidates for freshman class president. Minnie Cartron climbs to the stage looking bright-eyed and enthusiastic and says a bunch of stuff about offering a helping hand to other students. Everyone applauds. Right, and then the spirit's telling her to run for office. Same, still same. Okay, oh, Manuel doesn't run if I run. Okay. Hi, my name is Kayla Rivenhart, and I'm running for class treasurer. In managing money, I will save my game to make sure that I actually win. I suppose I'll reduce waste? I'll reduce waste by eliminating unnecessary red tape and record keeping so that we can focus our funds on what's important. It will be my job to manage class fund events. I will, promote existing events. I will work hard to promote our traditional events so that they will become more successful than ever. The most important thing that I will bring to the table as treasurer is math skills. My excellent bookkeeping skills. I thank you for your attention, and please vote the dragon. Everyone applauds. At last, it's time for the actual voting. Everyone lines up single file in the hallway. One at a time, we go inside and cast your votes. Of course, I will vote for Minnie. And I will vote for myself. Because why would you ever vote for your opponent? After all the votes are counted, we assemble again in the gym for the results. Hey! I win! I won! And I am proud to announce that this year's freshman class president will be Minnie. Always. Cause I don't think Suki would ever win. Poor Suki. Students are what make Iris Academy truly great. Teachers will be seeking out the newly elected officers later today to discuss their positions. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. So, you were successful. Yes, sir. Very well, take these keys. He hands me a small loop of chain about the size of a bracelet and 3 bronze keys hanging from it. And report here at 5 a.m. tomorrow to begin your duties. 5? You were aware of what your duties would involve, weren't you? Hold on. Look at that face! Just... Haha, you didn't know you had to be here at 5 a.m. Now you suffer. After all, you were given all the information ahead of time. He finds this incredibly amusing. Right. Maybe I should have spent less time campaigning and more time reading the information booklet. When I push the blankets aside, the room is dark and cold. Ellen and Virginia are still asleep. I should be too. Why did I think this was a good idea? Nothing's a good idea if it involves getting up at 5 a.m. The door was locked, but Professor Grabiner gave me the key, so I have the key for the metal box. Oh, I also have the key for the metal box sitting on the table, next to a stack of envelopes. The professor isn't here. Why should he be? This is boring, pointless work, and now it's my job. Class treasurer. Class filing agent, more like. 1 envelope for each student to be labeled with his or her name, $5 for each student to be extracted from the cash box and placed in the relevant is the word I'm looking for. Envelope. Make any mistakes and then you know exactly who to blame. Then I have to go through the creative mail and line up anything received with the student it's supposed to go to. And then I have to go around to every freshman dorm and deliver the mail for the allowances. And I have to do this every single Saturday for the rest of the year. As I am making my rounds, I reach Butterfly Hall and stop and survive. There's a huge bouquet pushed up against one of the doors. That's Minnie's room. Of course, it's Pastel's room, too. I wonder which one of them it's for. Probably Pastel. Everybody thinks she's cute. She must have our boys all over the place. I've never gotten flowers like that. Sigh. Oh well, on with work. At last it's done and I'm free for the day. What should I do? Study! Oh, I'm gonna have to sleep soon. Okay. Not important. We've already seen this. Next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Sleeping. Red magic. Red magic, green magic, white magic. Kits and cows reverting everything. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be, the murals will take... What? Hold on, I think I missed something. Okay, please, kits and cubs, take your seats. There are some things we should talk about before you come into the magic education class. Most of you know that yourselves is either a boy or a girl. I don't remember if I had this discussion with her. I should have. Anyway, even with human sex is not always simple as male or female and nothing in between, and in the magic world there are many different possibilities. Yeah, no, we went over this. This is the, crazy, let's replace E with everything to make creatures think that we don't think they're weird. I'm alone in my room when I hear a knock on the door. Hello, Kayla! Hi. I'm just making the rounds to invite everyone to the Saturday study sessions. If you need help with any of your classes, I'll be there in the library on Saturdays. Thanks. Okay, bye. She hurries up. Bye, Minnie. On Saturday morning, I get up fairly early and deliver the mail and the allowances. I think I'm free for the day. Studying again. Compared to the rest of the school, the farm is very small and unimpressive. And I will study alone. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh, no. No. That's unacceptable. That's much, much better. On with life. Next exam. Well, this is just gonna be the same until another... Alright, I'll come back when, something on Grabiner's path happens. Kayla, there you are. Minnie runs up to me in the hall. I need you to sign off on the orders for the dark dance. The what? On Halloween, it's a ceremony. I can find you a book about it. That's okay. What do you need me for? Each class contributes to part of the setup. We're doing incense. I've already picked some out, but you need to sign to authorize the funds. That's all? Everything else is taken care of. I've got the papers here, so if you can just sign. Well, I just need you to explain. Shouldn't I read through those first? What sort of ceremony is it? I don't want to read a whole book about it, but I do want to know what I'm signing. Right. It's for the Dark Dance, a ritual where we invite the Jigao, the little people, to cross the threshold from Otherworld and dance with us. It's held in the dark so that people can't see the spirits. That was originally meant for people who aren't witches, so they wouldn't get upset or try to catch them, but it's still considered rude to stare. How do you dance in the dark without bumping into each other? Well, of course, everyone moves very slowly and carefully. It's not a nightclub, you know. It's an important way of showing respect to the local spirits. Most magic families hold their own small ceremonies on Halloween, but this is a big one. It will go on all night, and if you last until morning, you're supposed to receive a blessing. All night with no sleep? Well, yes, but classes are canceled the next day. Anyway, I'm ordering pine incense. It's a healing scent and is appropriate for the area. We talk a bit more about the amounts and the cost, but she seems to have it all worked out. She knows a lot more about these things than I do. But it's fair to make sure you never ever just sign off on something without checking first. Next one.